Hey everyone, today I'm going to present the pro-choice statement that life does not start at conception, and then I'm going to reply to it in my pro-life views. I'm building off of my two-part episode that a fetus is not a life, with speaking on whether defining life is consistent other than at conception. The point is to see if other definitions of life can apply to already born people. First, let's establish some development in the fetus. A fetus has a heartbeat at most 6 weeks. It can feel pain at 8 weeks in any capacity and definitely does feel pain at around 14 weeks. A fetus can be delivered and survive at around 22 weeks. Surgical abortions are conducted at around 8 weeks, and before that they would be medical. And medical abortions involve taking a drug. This means that throughout all surgical abortions, a fetus has reflex to pain. Okay, so to be an alive person, you need to suffer. People can feel pain. However, a fetus can't at a certain time period. If it can't feel pain, it's not a person. Alright, that's fair. So let it be known that it's highly probable that the fetus can feel pain throughout all surgical abortions. Since the fetus can feel pain at any capacity at 8 weeks, and surgical abortions are mostly conducted around after 8 weeks, the fetus will suffer. Surgical abortions are actually quite brutal to the fetus since they involve ripping it apart, crushing it, or injecting it with a painful and lethal needle. Therefore, during surgical abortions, it's quite probable that the fetus is going to suffer. Also, suffering cannot be what determines life. There's a rare disease called congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis, or CIPA. This hereditary disease makes people unable to feel pain, temperature. It's very dangerous actually, but suffering can't be what determines life because there are alive people who can't feel pain. So can you kill them? No. There are also more diseases where people have the inability to feel pain, such as leprosy. And if you say you can kill someone because they won't feel it, think of it like this. If someone's in their sleep, they won't feel it if you shoot them in the head, or if you numb someone. Can you kill them? No. Fair enough, but what I was more referring to was sentience. Sentience pretty much determines personhood. For clarity, to be sentient is to be able to feel or perceive things or have a sense of the future, and a fetus doesn't have that. Well, I already covered that the fetus will soon be able to feel pain and sense and touch in the womb, but the pro-choice to me said that the fetus has no sense of the future, so it's not a life. However, the fetus will have a sense of the future. Think of it like this. A person is in the coma and they don't have the sense of the future whatsoever because, well, they're in a coma. But does that mean you can't kill them? No, because you know that one day they will wake up and they will have a sense of the future. Just like that, a baby is in the womb. Hold on, there seems to be a problem with that analogy. A patient in a coma may not currently be sentient, but they have had previous relationships and memories with other people around them. A fetus before birth has had no prior relationships or memories. So it's different than a comatose patient. Good point. But relationships and memory don't determine life either. What if that person wakes up from that coma and their memory is gone? You may have memories with them, but they certainly don't have memories with you. Their relationships they've had in the past have been completely wiped out from their memory. Or think of it like this, in terms of a newborn baby. A newborn baby doesn't have an active relationship with the mother and doesn't have any previous memories of them. So can you kill the newborn? Absolutely not. That would be homicide. The fetus may not currently have a sense of the future, but it will. Therefore, you can't kill a fetus any more than you can kill a comatose patient. And it's shown in ultrasounds, actually, that in a first or second trimester abortion, the fetus knows it's in danger and actually tries to avoid the surgical tools made to kill it. It's called the silent scream. The fetus will back away and struggle as it senses the tools hurting it, and it'll actually let out a scream that's silent because it's in the womb, but it's a painful scream because it knows it's in danger. Okay, sure. What about a heartbeat? Surely you need a heartbeat to be alive. First off, very early on in the pregnancy, 6 weeks or earlier, a fetus gets a heartbeat. This is before surgical abortions are performed. Second, having a heartbeat isn't consistent. Because think about people on life support, whose heart is being pumped for them. It's like if someone lets you borrow an expensive dress, you don't say it's yours, it's being given to you temporarily. So you don't say someone has their own heartbeat when their heart cannot function without a machine. And it doesn't mean you can just kill that person either. It's very sad that society gives life all these different standards so that they can claim that we all in our early stages of development are worthless. Pregnancy can be an extremely difficult process, but we have always had value, and it's terrible to know that even the minute before we were born, people promoted our death. So before you support abortion, you have to consider what gives life value, and what is consistent standard for life. Does the choice of your mom determine your value? Do the crimes of another person, a rapist, determine your worth? Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't seen my 2 previous videos about why a fetus is a person, check those out. If you enjoyed this video, my next video will tackle abortion as healthcare. Please leave a comment below with a question or if you want to challenge my thoughts. Thanks.